Hello everyone, Andrea here, and I just wanted to do a really quick video, at least I want it to be quick, as a video response to, let me see, my most beautiful tarot decks, started by Max from the Woodland hack. I still have to watch that video, to be honest, because I saw first Jeff's video from Tattooed Spirit, and I thought it was a nice idea. My problem is, I realized later that it was tarot decks. I have 8 decks around me, the ones that I selected, and most of them aren't tarot decks. They're oracles. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna go for it with the ones that I selected. I want it to be quick, so I'll start. Let me see. Yeah, here. So, the first one I'm going to talk about, it's a Spanish edition, and I'm not really sure, but I think it's from Mexico, 2006. And it's Las Cartas de las Brujas, the cards of the witches. I cannot even remember when I bought this. Obviously, after discovering Wicca. So, yeah, sorry. I will show you the cards. They're really different, kind of big, compared to, this is Shadowscapes, this is another one that I'd chosen. So, these ones are really kind of big, tall, but I love the illustrations, and they have reversed meanings. Like you have meaning this side, and then you have some words with the meaning in the reverse. And there's, obviously related to witchcraft, to Wicca. It's like the Sabbats and solstices and everything. I'm a bit rusty with all that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to that phase of mine. Well, not really a phase, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And you also have crystals. This is green tourmaline, for example, emerald. You have herbs. I don't remember the name in English. But yeah, and like, let me see. This is just witches, and what else? Crystal quartz. I don't know. Moonstone. It is so like old-fashioned, very natural kind of pagan witchcraft, I guess. And I love this deck so much. I don't use it as much as before, but I might do it again. I might go back to this part of my life. So that one was the first one. Then this one, Oracle deck, Heart of the Fairy, because come on, the illustrations are just beautiful. Little bit cheeky, little bit dark, but it's just a wonderful, magical. I'm not the kind of person who goes for unicorns and, bright colors or pastel colors. Not that much. I'm kind of more dark, mysterious, even a little bit dangerous maybe, but fun. One more. Yeah. And I love to use this deck when I need that cheeky, naughty, profound wisdom. Next one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this side and then go to the other one. This one because I love the illustrator and also because trees. Celtic Tree Oracle. Just I just love it. Anything with trees, really, but I really like the the light in this deck. And even though the cards are really big, a little bit uncomfortable, but I could just stare at these cards forever. And the last one. Oh. So, next one. Yeah. This is another Oracle. And it's the Spirit of the Wheel meditation deck. I got it pretty recently. I showed it and talked a little bit about it because it's fairly new still in my live chat with Simon at Hermit's Cave, which was a lot of fun. And I just love this illustrator as well. I have a poster of hers with wolves. Here you have a lot of other animals, birds and horses and wolves. I really like her style. And the book, the little book that comes with it, the messages are really, really nice. Really profound and spiritual. It's a pity that the actual image is so small in the card. But anyway, this is the back. It's so soothing. I don't know why. It's, for me, it's soothing and inspiring. Just healing. I guess it's because of the animals. Probably it's because of the animals. Next side. Yeah. So now, I'm gonna start with the tarot decks. I have only two. And this one I got, this was the first deck, the first complete tarot deck that I got when I came back from my 5 months and a half working in Holland. Not a great experience, but that's another issue. And when I was there, I had just a few decks with me. Not any of them, well, yeah, they also send tarot, but for some reason I never saw it as a tarot. As I told, I think I spoke about this with Simon. Yeah, it feels kind of, it has the tarot system, but it feels a little bit different and so spiritual that for me it was like an oracle. It wasn't until last year that I realized it was like the actual tarot system. So yeah, I had that one, but I didn't see it as a tarot, so for me, I didn't realize. And I only had the mayors from a Marseille style deck. I was there and I was reading the cards for myself, and I thought, okay, I really like this, so if I'm gonna keep reading for myself, because I wasn't thinking about becoming a professional tarot reader like now, I should really learn it properly, like with the whole deck, all the majors and minors. I really need to know the system. So I promised myself that, well, I saw this deck online and I fell in love completely, Shadowscapes. And there was a shop in Amsterdam, beautiful shop by the way, Chimera. Oh my god, search for it. It's like, the first floor is like a forest, like the room, it's like a forest, the decoration, it's amazing. And it has lots of kind of fairies and unicorns and wizards and wolves and a lot of Lisa Parker's merchandise, and it has gothic clothes and steampunk clothes. It's a paradise. It's a very dangerous paradise because it's not, well, you have a little bit of everything. There's cheap stuff, cheap cheap stuff. Don't know what I'm saying. And also expensive stuff. So, and I saw this deck, and I was like, oh, great. But no, because just this box was 42 euros. And I was like, there's no way I'm paying 42 euros for just this little box. So I was really sad, very disappointed, but I came back to Spain and I promised myself, okay, I have to search for a whole deck. And then, like the next day after arriving, I went to my favorite shop in my city, which is the shop that I'm working in, kind of, right now. Life is wonderful. And I saw the Shadowscapes Tarot, but with the big box and the big book and everything for 24, 25 euros. And I was like, mine, thank you, take my money. So, yeah. This one, and I think it's a Wizard School or something like that. Also, I bought it in the same place the same day. And the Earth Magic Oracle, I think it's the name. Yeah, all Spanish editions, and I bought 3 of them the first day. Yeah, so this one, I was so in love with this deck for such a long time, and this was kind of my first complete tarot deck. And I learned with this one. I think the illustrations are just beautiful. And there are some other decks with a kind of similar style, but I really like the contrast of the colors here. For me, it's more clear. I mean, like the Spirit Song Tarot and that kind of, that style. It's beautiful, but it's so light. I don't know, this one has a little bit more of contrast for me. And I really love this deck. I don't use it that much anymore because of the new decks that I got. But this one, it's so, just watching it again, it's so special. It's just lovely. Yeah, okay. Second tarot. This is the one that I'm using always for clients now. I saw it online in some tarot readers videos, and I really like the style, but it took me a long time to actually buy it. I don't know why. And it is the Spellcaster's Tarot. I think the illustrations are just beautiful. I love this hermit so much. It's one of my favorite hermits. And I really, really, really love all the wolves in this deck. Look at that. Such a beautiful depiction of the wolf in almost everyone. And this one I really love because it's such a hard and dark and difficult card, but it has such a light-hearted and healing spin on it. And the wolf there is just, I love this deck because for me, the wolves in this card are like masters and healers, and the source suit, it's so difficult sometimes. It's such a wonderful help to have the wolves there. I just love it. And it's also really inclusive. And that kind of painting vibe it has is just, I don't know, it's just stunning. So I cannot stop using this deck for clients, and everyone loves it. Everyone. A lot of people, when I do readings, like in-person readings, they love the deck. And now, I have another 2 Oracle decks that I bought. I wasn't really sure how I was going to connect with the decks and work with them, but I saw the illustrations and I was like, I need that deck, just to stare at it, at the cards. The first one is Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. Barbieri, it's the illustrator, Pablo Barbieri, if I remember correctly. And At first I was using it more for short readings on Instagram when I still had the tea shop, but I don't use it anymore, and I feel a little bit guilty because I really wanted this deck. This card is my absolute favorite, the Moon. It's I don't know what else to say. It's just so beautiful, but it has the planets and the zodiac signs. So it's a really small deck, 36 cards I think, if I remember correctly. But just the colors and the style. I know my camera is not very good, so you cannot really appreciate how amazing the illustrations are. You can Google it, please Google it, just go. As soon as the video is finished, just go to Google and please search for this if you wanna take a better look, because oh my god. And it's not expensive. It's just the last one. Love it. Love it. I don't know. You can. I promised myself I will study more astrology. Still hasn't happened. I will. But yeah, this deck, it's and the back of the deck. Love it. And the last one is one of the most recent decks that I got. Also, I use it for my. Sorry. What happened there? I use it for my monthly kind of zodiac readings in my channel, and it's the, well, as you can see, Larium Oracle. Also, I did my first and only unboxing until now. It's this deck, and I wanted to do a second part of the video because, well, it's a peculiar deck for me, I think. The artwork is, here's the back, just stunning. So beautiful. And it follows the Tree of Life, if I remember correctly. This one I love. So much green. Trees. But it's just... I'm not really an expert of the subject. I read about it in a tarot book, and it felt kind of hard for me to grasp the whole meaning, the whole idea. So, and in this book, the book that accompanies this deck, you have, of course, and in a variety of languages. You have English, Italian, Spanish, French, I'm not sure if it's Japanese or Chinese, I don't know, but Russian, I think, or is it Greek? There's a lot of languages, and you have, I read the Spanish translation, and it's shorter than the English, so if you get this, I always read the English one, because it has more information. I don't know the other ones, I haven't checked, to be honest. I think it's like that with every language, I mean. So, yeah, if you read the English one, you have more information on each angel. I'm not really into angels, as I said in the unboxing, but I thought, first of all, the illustrations. It was like, I want that deck, the same as with the Zodiac one. I just want that deck. I want to look at the cards, just that. But I thought it would be an interesting challenge for myself to look at the angels in a different light. And since the illustrations are kind of, I don't know, alien, but in a stunningly beautiful way, I thought it will be perfect for intuitive um, kind of reading. Like just, yeah, you can read this and you can get an idea and expand about the Tree of Life. That's fantastic. I love it because it's really poetic, but sometimes it's ambiguous as well. Like you read it and you get like, okay, didn't get much from that, but thanks. Then you can look at the illustration, and if you accompany a tarot deck with this, it's easier. So I love the illustrations. Every time I take this deck, I pick this deck and I look at the images. It is inspiring. It is just so inspiring. Wow, 20 minutes. That's it. That's all, folks. That's all I got. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Sorry, where's the name? Max. Thank you, Max, for starting this. It's great fun. It's really nice. And as soon as I finish this, I will go and watch your video, and maybe some others, because I really like it. It's nice to share beautiful things, right? Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye.